parents got divorced when I was 2. My mom met her husband. She couldn't raise me right when I was 11 and a half. My mom says I was a bit of a troublemaker. I don't know how 11-and-a-half-year-old kid can be trouble, but she says that she doesn't think I'm her daughter. And she sent me to a boarding school. I found myself rolling in boarding schools and closed places for young troubled kids. I met my ex, the father of my kids. He used to use drugs. He was 43 back then. I was 17. I was looking for somebody older since I grew up without parents. He had something I didn't. He had a house, and I was on the streets. I went to live with him. After I gave birth to my first daughter, I became his punching bag. His place to throw out his frustration on me. I didn't have anybody. I couldn't run away. I couldn't leave. Got nowhere to go. My whole focus was on the baby. Since my mom left me when I was very young, I didn't want to leave her. I wanted to give her everything I had. The economic state in the house was a mess because I worked cleaning houses and he would take the money and use drugs. I worked since the morning till I have to take my kid out. That was like that every day. I was working, getting money, given to him. He used to use. That's it. Being a single parent means that whole responsibility lays on me. I have to take them, I have to bring them back, I have to make sure they take a shower, I have to make sure they eat. The entire responsibility lays on my shoulder. Both of my kids I put in Vito daycare, both of them. It's the only place I could trust to take care of my kids. I remember the manager over there for the daycare, she just organized, I told her I got new clothes for the kid. She just organized a bunch of clothes for me and she handed over to me. And she told me, if you're hungry, you can come eat lunch here. There wasn't any food in the house. It feels lousy that you don't have any food to give your kids. I would count on daycare to feed her, to know that she's not hungry, and you feel like a bad parent. Even though you're doing your best, you always feel bad. I used to go out of work in my break, and I used to go there, and there was always a window, and I used to peek just to see. I always saw them happy. Vito started to help me with how to be a parent, how to teach my kids and educate my kids. It was also a shoulder in a way, a place I can lean on. If anything goes wrong, I know I could turn to them and ask for help. And I would know that there will be somebody there to help me. To know that somebody that doesn't know me could care about my story and about my kids. And other people's kids as well. I'm not the only story here. There are so many parents. It's amazing. I want to express my appreciation for Vito, for all their help, all their care, and all their love.